Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-June 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the in the description box below if you want. In the direction box. But let's see, Cancer, what do you got? You got something. The overall energy for the reading, the 10 of Wands. I mean, you are dealing with something here, I can see it. Overall, you're keeping steady, you're keeping clear, but this situation here is driving you nuts. Whatever's going on here, so it feels a little heavy, a little hard to deal with something right now. Starting off the reading, you get the Two of Swords crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the tendency to fall into this place of, it's still coming through as a nuisance, it's a pain in my ass kind of an energy. It's just, it bugs the hell out of me, you know? That's kind of what you're showing me about something. I don't know what it is, but outside of that, you're kind of standing strong there. You kind of have it together. So it's just this one thing that just, you know, in your focus, the Ace of Swords. I mean, I feel like you want to do something about it. I just feel like you don't know what. I don't even know what it is. I just see it bugging you. In the recent past, the Six of Swords, you may have put some distance between you and this situation. In your strength, the Nine of Cups, yeah, you're feeling pretty stable there. Emotionally, mentally, except for this one little thing. In the immediate future, the Eight of Wands, you might open up your energy in that direction, potentially trying to talk to someone or do something about something, I don't know. Supporting this reading, the Five of Wands, that pain in the ass kind of an energy, you know? That whole, what the, The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Cups. I mean, whatever this is, there is love here in this situation. It's just, for right now, it's frustrating. Something about a situation with someone is very, very frustrating. In your hopes and fears, the Five of Swords, that's deception. That's you potentially hoping not to fall for something. In the potential outcome, the Ace of Cups. I mean, that's a brand new beginning right there. So there is hope for that. Let's clarify. Let me do the 10 of Wands. The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. This looks like a I mean, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. This almost looks like your energies just match. For the most part, 99.9% of your energies together, just it comes through as a match. There's just this one little thing. So it's almost feeling like a dispute of some sort, or not even. Somebody pissed you off about something, but you love them, you care about them. But they piss you off because they do this one thing every time, and it's like they just can't stop doing it. And it bugs you. And instead of accepting that one little thing, you kind of carry this energy around of, man, what I would do to them, but I can't because I care for them. Okay. Let's do the Two of Swords. No. What is this? What is that saying? It's just, I don't know if there's a saying for it. There is in my native language, but the closest I could get to it from this language is making a big deal out of something quite small here. But and I don't know if this is you, this could be somebody else, but for the Two of Swords, you get the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant. So let's say, what are we saying here? Let's say you're married to someone and you you're at that point where you just know. You know everything about them. They know everything about you. You know what their routine is. They know you just know because you're married for a very long time. But they have the tendency to do this one little thing of forgetting the laundry in the dryer. And they do it all the time. They've been doing it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years that you've been married. And were there dryers 50 years? But anyways, they've been doing it. And it just bugs the hell out of you. And instead of accepting that, okay, they'll do that, you may not like it, but that's part of who they are. That's accepting that's what they're gonna do. That's not expecting that they'll do that every time they do laundry, but that's accepting. That's what they do. And then they surprise you, 4 years later, they're picking up their laundry from the dryer, and it's like, oh my God. But then they keep on doing it again. They're back to it. And it pisses the hell out of you. And you take that at some point, after I don't know how many years, you're like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm just about ready to walk away from all of this marriage because of that goddamn laundry. So it's a little, why not accept that that's what they do? Why not? No, I have to change that about them. I think you knew that from the get-go. So why all of a sudden you want to change that one little thing that may piss you off, but it's part of everything. It's part of the whole. And now you want to drop the whole for that one little thing. That's a little too much. That's a little bit of an exaggeration there, Again, if this is you, because they could be pissed off that you're leaving the laundry in the dryer. But anyways, for the 9 of Pentacles, you get the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. See, that's the thing, because whoever's doing this, not only are they making a huge deal out of something quite small, but then they induce that sense of, I'm just not going to give a shit about any of this anymore. So they decide, based on this one little thing, they decide what kind of a perception and what kind of a participation they're going to have from here on out. Even if it doesn't last long, because then they're like, okay, this is absurd and, it doesn't serve anybody. But they still do it. So they disconnect, they shut down from the other person because why? Because that's what they decide. So it's like creating this huge energy that has nothing to do with what just happened, but bringing all of that in to create all sorts of issues for me personally, and then for the dynamic I'm part of, For the Ace of Swords in your focus, you get the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Star. Yeah, again, I don't see this lasting for too long, but you still do it, if that's you. And when you realize, okay, it's not helping anybody, I might as well just drop it, you kind of revert back to, oh, okay, this is my life, this married life with this person, and I know them, and they know me, and everything's fine, until the next load of laundry, potentially. And here we go again, you know what I mean? So somebody's hanging on to the smallest little energy, and every time that energy shows up, they have the tendency to make it bigger than what it is. And for what? You want to get to the point of delinting, or are they? No? Okay. For the 9 of Cups, in your strength, you get the 7 of Pentacles, the Tower, the 3 of Cups. Yeah, and if you think of all of this from the bigger picture perspective, right? Where something is going smoothly and then this happens, and then something disrupts the flow. And then the flow continues until the next load of laundry, and there's these disruptions along the line of this flow, of this connection. That's kind of how it's feeling for the most part. And that's how you present yourself feeling about the situation too. Where it's like, for the most part, there's a flow where things are fine, everything's great. Until that load of laundry. And then, pfft. And then it's like, oh, okay, do you like that? Why not make it smooth all the way? I don't know. It feels like a disruption to the flow. Let's do the Eight of Wands. In the immediate future, you get the Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords. Or you can try this. You can be like, we need to talk. What about laundry? I don't know. You can try this. You can open up about it. You can be like, hey, at least get it out of your system like that. You know, hey, this bothers me. You know, not in the way of you better pick up your laundry, because I swear to God. Because I feel like that has been done before, because that's why the disruptions. So you can be honest about it and say, hey, there's this one little thing that, you know, it keeps on going and going and going, and it's affecting me more than I thought it would. So, I don't know. You want to meet me halfway with that? You want to at least try to do something about that? Because I feel like there would be openness about whatever this is. Because this is not about laundry. Because if this is about laundry, I swear to God. I don't want to know. But, you know. So, you can just actually smoothly, calmly, openly talk about this. And it might actually, you know, because I see willingness on both parts to resolve an issue if there is an issue. But if you don't talk about it and you just take it and deal with it in whichever way you want, of course the other person doesn't even know there's an issue. Or if they do, they know it because you yelled at them for not putting their laundry away one time or something. But still, that's not expressed exactly as to what the situation truly is for you. For the Five of Wands, for the supportive energies, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Death card. It needs to end. This cycle needs to end, because it is creating quite the disruption to the flow, and it's been there all this time. And I feel like you didn't even notice it necessarily. Now, if you were to look back at the flow of things and kind of notice the disruption, it's kind of looking like the cycle is coming to a close. If you put it, you know, lay it out on the table and be honest about it. Not in the way of forcing them, you gotta do something about it because this is making me nuts. Not like that. Again, I feel like that has been part, somehow, of the past energies that disrupted the flow. But in the way of, this is what's going on, this is how I'm affected, can we talk about it, you know? Because this cycle is coming to a close. And now you're like, well, they better put the laundry away if the cycle is coming to a close. Yeah. For the Knight of Cups and the hidden energies, you get the Ace of Cups, the Devil, the Fool. Because you thought you were doing it right all this time, you know? You thought the disruption you were causing by deciding all on your own to disconnect from everything and be upset and be like, Mah, you thought that was solving the problem. You're starting to realize maybe that's not the way. So it's like whatever you tried here, you're starting to try something different, you know, in how to approach the situation. Because you're starting to realize that whatever you tried before is not bringing results, not healthy one. You're in the middle of realizing that. For the Five of Swords in your hopes and fears, you get the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Judgment card. That doesn't resolve the problem though, necessarily, because you're kind of giving me a sense of, well, once I realize that there is a problem and I remove that problem, that means that the problem is fixed, right? So you can still have this talk with whoever this is, and they may still be doing it for a while. You know, that doesn't mean that, oh, okay, got it, I'll do that from now on. I'll pick up my laundry, I'll fold them, I'll lint, I'll do everything. No. It doesn't mean that. You have to give them the space and opportunity to try to meet you halfway in that. And if you're kind of giving me a sense of, well, if they're not doing it right after we talk, then they're not going to do it. No, give them the space to do it. Give them the space to show up for that conversation. They might need some time. Who knows? You know, things might need to sink in for them a little more than just one time. Or if they go about it, you know, and I don't know, within a month or two, they're still, I don't give a shit, then okay. Then you can get upset again. No, don't. But then you can remind them. Or depending on what it is, because I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm just giving an example with laundry. And depending on how willing and able you are to work through this with patience. But as I said, everything else around this energy seems fine. So I would assume you have the space and energy and patience to work through whatever this is that's bugging you, but in a more efficient, healthy way. For the Ace of Cups and the potential outcome, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands. Yeah, it's trial and error. You put this energy out there, you let it sink in for them, whatever that may entitle, like a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year, I don't know. But it's still going to continue a little bit, the energy of this. Again, the fact that you had this honest talk about it doesn't break these energies from one day to another. It's going to take some time for the energies to shift someplace else. So give it that time, give it that space. Don't have expectations that I talked to them, I told them, and they're still doing the same thing. You think? They're still going to do it. And then if you hold them to that expectation of they're going to do it over and over again, they're going to do it to prove you're right. And it's not intentional, that's what we all do. We're being held up to some expectations, we're going to fit them. Even if we do something else, we're still going to fit those expectations of what we're being set up for by others. So give it time, give it space, give it patience if you have that available. From the universe, you get the Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Take it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to show up, to be honest about things that bother you, rather than, this bothers me, I'm going to get upset, and I'm going to walk away from it. Fuck this shit. You know, there's a bigger picture at play than just for one little thing. So take it as, is this teaching you more to express how you truly feel about situations, no matter how small or big they are, and it's giving them the opportunity to show up for that too. If it's someone that you find you have quite a lot in common with and you've been at this for quite a while, you know, so I don't know, it's a work in progress kind of a thing. So let's do the messages from the universe for you. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go and the stress and just trust me. So let go and the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world and your socks and your laundry. It doesn't say that. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.